Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome into our WTIM morning show right here on WTIM, your information station. Live stream sponsors, it's all brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. We're speaking all about small town Taylorville today. We have Jerry and Lori Cocaine, owners of Pillars Event Center, and there's some founding members of small town Taylorville. We also have Steve Craggs in studio, co-chair with small town Taylorville. Thank you all for joining me today.
Good morning.
Thank you. Good morning.
Thank you, Tim. Absolutely. So let's get started. Pillars Event Center. This has been an institution in Taylorville, right down the street from me. It's a beautiful spot that you guys have. Once again, Jerry, Lori, thank you for joining me today. And just talk to me a little bit about Pillars Event Center. You guys are founding members with small town Taylorville now.
Yeah. Well, that was a kind of a off the cuff thing that we never really thought about opening, but the church, the former Baptist church, came up for auction, and we ended up buying it, and then we thought, well, now what are we going to do with it?
Yeah,
So
it's a beautiful facility, and we wanted to do something to keep it alive.
So we thought the event center be a good thing to have for the community. It's worked out real well, and we're now about 8 years in.
Wow.
And it's more than just a building. We offer a full service for particularly wedding events, and I'll let Lori kind of talk a little bit more about that, what we do besides just providing a structure.
Yeah, a big part of our business is weddings. Along with that, we do a lot of the planning, the day of planning type things. I do a lot of the decor as well, at least offer it if it's something that brides are interested in. We have a large variety and inventory of things that we use for that. But the planning seems to be quite something that people are interested in. Yeah. We like to keep things rolling smoothly.
Yeah, it's not something I want to involve myself with. Is the whole planning part of it right there. So really cool. And I know there's so many varieties of things that can be held at the Pillars Event Center, but I know weddings, of course, a big one for you.
That's a big one.
We do a lot of civic and community events.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fundraising type things, and a little bit of everything really, but just a big part of it is weddings. But we do enjoy some of the other things that we are able to do with the community as well.
Events held at the Pillars Event Center often bring people from out of town right into Taylorville. I know you're also involved with some Airbnbs. Talk to me about those.
We just recently, I believe in May, the old parsonage to the church, we had it rented just as a single family home, and the people had moved out, and we decided we didn't want to re-rent it that way. So we developed it into an Airbnb, and it's worked out very, very well. It's been over accepted much more than what we thought it would be. Sure. And it's not just people coming for events. It's just people coming to town.
We anticipated that it would be a good fit with the number of people that come to town for weddings and other events. But we have a lot of people that come in town just to visit, family members, different things going on. So we've been quite surprised at the variety of people that we've had in town.
Yeah, it's one thing we hear time and time again. People need places to stay and it's the big goal of small town Taylorville and as a community together, trying to get people into town and then to eventually to live. So I think that's a really cool venture you guys have really gone into right there. So talk to me just about this founding membership with small town Taylorville. How will this help you all in your businesses with Airbnb and Pillars?
Well, anything you do, being involved in the community is going to help you.
Absolutely.
Small Town is a good organization. It's kind of funny. We weren't adversaries at all, but until they changed their structure, since they've changed their structure, we've really gotten on board. We're more into pay your own way type thing, and they do, to be a founding member or a member, you pay some sort of membership, which is fine. That's fine, and we like that. And we want to be involved with the community. We want to be involved with small towns. So
we definitely wanted to support the town in the advertising. We feel like they've done a great job so far, and we wanted to be involved with that as well.
Steve, these are the type of players right here that small town Taylorville really seem like you made this change to benefit right here. Talk to me what it means to have Pillars involved with as a founding member.
Absolutely. We're proud to have them on board with us. It's what a wonderful, place that they have there with all their different events. And again, I know the weddings are there too, but they do have a lot of community plan type events and their Airbnb. I got a chance to tour it just the other day, and I'm telling you, this is top notch. When you walk into it, you feel like you're in something very, very special, which you are. The layout is good. The rooms are beautiful. All the decorations, and I'm sure that's probably Lori that did all those decorations over there.
You don't think it was me, Steve?
It was not.
Just guessing, but absolutely beautiful. So we're proud to have them on board, and yes, they are as a founding member. That's very, very special. You know, that means that they truly believe in the organization, and as we pull this together, it becomes a synergy with all of the businesses involved. The founding members are key and critical, and then everybody else is right in there with them. And I believe we're up to pretty close to 50 members now with Small Town Taylorville, and that, you know, as Jerry mentioned, everybody pays a fee. That revenue stream is building to where we can afford to really get the message out about Small Town Taylorville and bring the people into our fine town.
Sure. Mike, one of my questions for you today, Steve, was as small town Taylorville, there's a lot of focus on restaurants and retailers. And I wondered when you made that extension to places like the Pillars Event Center, where it brings in a whole lot of people, and then people that are going to be shopping at your local retailers and they're going to be eating at your restaurants. Pillars is a perfect business to have inside.
It absolutely is. And as we made the change with Small Town Taylorville, as Jerry had mentioned, and we privatized it, if you will, that enabled us to really approach the market in maybe a different sense, you know, and I think that that's been good because we have gotten a lot more folks on board. We have insurance agencies on board. We have just a lot of variety now that we didn't have in the past. And I do think it's all good to create the synergy and having the community pull itself together to market our fine community.
Absolutely. Back to the Cocaines here a little bit, owners of the Pillars Event Center, talking about the early days of Pillars and then how much renovation had to go into making it the event center that it is today, not a church.
Well, we worked on it
A good year at least.
year to year and a half, working nights and weekends, and we did a lot of the work ourselves. We did hire local contractors to do the things that we couldn't do, and it was a work in progress for quite some time. I mean, most people would walk in and really not notice the things we've changed, which is the way we wanted it.
Sure.
We wanted to look original.
Yeah.
But so everything we changed with the mind of keeping it to look like it was there beginning.
Yeah.
We used a lot of stuff that was already there to rebuild. Bars, for example, used to be locker type cabinets, and different things that we did. We tried to utilize things that were already in the facility the best we could, of course.
So we love hearing about so many of these renovations, the repurposement of the original materials there.
A lot of things were new too, but we tried to keep kind of a look going.
You've absolutely accomplished that. As I was sitting in there, I almost had like a conflict there. I feel like I'm sitting in a church there, but I'm ready to have a good time and enjoy my event there.
That's right.
Really, really cool thing. Is that kind of what you set out to do, to hold down that, very nice. The architecture is still around you.
Right.
Still
Yes,
very
beautiful
serene.
wood. And of course the
Absolutely.
stained glass, that's just gorgeous. You can't find anything like that. But the wood, a lot of that type of feature, the structure itself.
Is Pillars Event Center partnership, or do they partner, or do they commonly work with local restaurants for catering, that kind of stuff?
Well, as far as a partnership, this is the partnership. Her and I are the owners. We do have as far as caterers, we have what we call preferred caterers that sign a contract with us because we expect certain service from them. It's just not somebody can drop in, bring food in, drop it off, and take off.
Of course,
they've got to do more.
Cool.
They've got to, they've got to have so many people there based on the number of guests, so that they can service, the guests that's there, clean the tables, and
We feel like it reflects a little bit on us. Of course, we want it to be a good job for the people that are coming in to host an event. And so we have certain criteria that we expect from our caterers. And of course, all our caterers do a wonderful job. And that's why they're on the list.
Absolutely. Before we have to take ourselves a break here, where can we find you? Of course, Small Town Taylorville will do we'll do a whole lot of promotion there, but Facebook, websites, how can we learn more?
we do have our website,
The Pillars Events.
Cool.
pillarsevents.com, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
Awesome.
Or they can call us at 217-825-8534 or 217-825-6677.
We're on Facebook as well. I try to keep a Facebook something going on Facebook because a lot of people are interested in that and watch that. So we do show something usually of all of our events just to keep it out there.
Great to have that social media updated
Oh,
and
yeah.
see what's going on over there.
And as far as the Airbnb goes, we are on Airbnb, the official Airbnb site, which they can book through there, or they can call us direct and book.
Beautiful.
It is on our website for the Pillars under lodging. So it can be found there. It can be found on Airbnb, and a lot of people, like he said, just call us direct. On that note, we are opening another one soon. We have the one that we have working now is a 4-bedroom, and we found that some people, that was a little bit too big for their needs. Maybe somebody just needs something like a couple or got a couple small kids or something. So we did buy a condo recently, and that should be up and running probably the 1st of October, we expect.
Beautiful. All right. Stay tuned. Pillarseventcenter.com. Is that
Yes.
what it is? .com.
Pillarsevents.com.
Awesome. Awesome. Jerry and Lori Kokang, owners of the Pillars Event Center and founding members of Small Town Taylorville. We have a lot more to cover in our second half with Steve Craggs, a co-chair of Small Town Taylorville. Many things going on with them. They had a busy weekend. You've been listening to the WTIM Morning Show, and we'll be right back.
Your information station, WTIM.
Let's check the markets on the RFD Radio Network. I'm DeLoss Yankee. We are mixed today. Soybeans are up double figures. Corn and wheat are just a little bit lower. December corn down 1 3/4. 404.5. March down 1. 423.5. July down 0.5 cent. 441 3/4. November soybeans up 11.5. 1016.5. January up 12 3/4. 1035 1/4. March up 12 3/4. 1049 1/4. December wheat down 3 3/4. 563 1/4. KC down 6. 571 1/2. Livestock, October lean hogs down 7.5 cents. 79.42. October live cattle up 32. 175.50. And October feeders up 70. 231.65. Crude up 46. RFD Radio Network.
Proven banking solutions are a must for today's business owner. Hi, I'm Ashley Basso with People's Bank and Trust. If your company needs products like online bill pay, remote deposit and payroll direct deposit, or better checking and savings account options, then we need to talk. I can customize our business banking and lending plans to fit your company's needs. Call 888-PBT-1954 or visit bankpbt.com today. We want to be your business banking partner. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Summer is in the air, and with it comes the symphony of nature's sounds. But are you missing out on the beauty this season due to hearing loss? I'm Crystal Baker, owner of Specialized Hearing Solutions. Don't let another summer season pass you by in silence. Visit Specialized Hearing Solutions today and embrace the vibrant sounds of this beautiful season. Call 217-824-0411 to schedule your consultation. Specialized Hearing Solutions, where the sounds of summer come to life.
This is General Sales Manager Bill Pinkston from Landmark of Taylorville, home of the Landmark for a lifetime powertrain warranty. Looking for a new Buick, Chevy, or GMC for that summer vacation? Stop in and see our great selection of new vehicles currently in stock. Plus, we have over 350 pre-owned vehicles in our family dealerships. And I will buy your trade, even if you don't buy from us. For your next vehicle purchase, shop us day or night at landmarkoftaylorville.com. And remember,
You always do better at Landmark.
Craig's Realtors did it again. Owner Steve Craig's here. With over $39 million sold from 245 transactions last year, we continue again as the market leader. Click on my icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Find out about all the products and services offered by Dan Rizzo, your American Family Insurance agent in Taylorville, by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
Welcome back into our WTIM morning show. It's been all Small Town Taylorville. In this one, the first half, we talked with Jerry and Lori Kokang, owners of Pillars Event Center and their founding members with Small Town Taylorville. We're going to be speaking in this half with Steve Craggs, Small Town Taylorville co-chair. Thanks so much to our live stream sponsors, People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville, where you always do better with Landmark. Mr. Steve Craggs, very busy weekend out there, and this the fall shopping event. Just so many great things. Talk to me about it.
Fall shopping event was off the charts. We had over 20 retailers and a half a dozen restaurants participating, and there were 74 different communities represented in a registration that was done over at Deer Yesteryear. I mean, that's pulling people in from all over the region, which is exactly what our events are designed to do. So it was off the charts, Tim. We had a wonderful crowd of people in. And in with that, we had the car cruise happening on that Friday night, which started the weekend off. And of course, all day Friday and Saturday were the sales days too. And with that car cruise comes in about 150 cars. And I'm telling you, I don't think you could fit another car in edgewise downtown. The parking lots were full in the perimeters. It was overflowing. It was wonderful. And we had, of course, all the restaurants were booming. I know that I'd heard that Florenda's was 45 minutes out for a seat.
What?
Even. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
And people were enjoying it sitting out, on the benches right in front of Nesty's and out in front of the West Side. I mean, it just fills the square with a wonderful event type of atmosphere.
I was wondering how you got the metric of 74 different communities. A little registration over there at Dear Yesteryear will do it. So, I mean, 74 at least. That's pretty crazy. What's the furthest person traveled that you saw?
They were talking about folks from Champaign coming in. Yeah,
and that's not a crazy drive for a true destination spot.
You even get a few folks from Indiana. You get quite a few from St. Louis. I mean, we're pulling them in regionally, Tim. Of course, you get Springfield, Decatur, of course, Girard, all those folks. So we're pulling them in regionally, and that's what Small Town Taylorville is all about. Is let's pull them in and let them see our wonderful community.
Yeah, fall shopping days, car cruises, all these things are just going to draw more and more people to it. Let's talk a little bit more car cruise because the next one is a big one.
October 11th, Trunk or Treat. And that is a big one.
Yep.
That's one of the biggest shows of the year. And I'll tell you, we have all of the folks up there will have the treats in their trunk.
I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
And
Need it.
Dressing up, and the kids, bring your kids, enjoy walking around the vintage cars, and everybody's going to have candies for the kids. And it's a wonderful event. There was probably, I'm going to guess, 1,000 kids up there last year. Yeah. It was just amazing.
I think it'd be a great estimation right there. It's you need it every year, especially in Taylorville. I've learned the emergence of these trunk or treats. They're held in a couple different spots, but that one on the Taylorville Square, October 11th, it's going to be a really, really great one there. Talking small town Taylorville right now with Steve Craggs, the co-chair of it, and a little bit more with car cruises or our last fall shopping event. Can we move over to the big opening of For Love on the Taylorville Square? How'd that go?
I tell you, the crowd was overwhelming and amazing, and we're blessed to have that type of a patronage and a following with our store. My wife Sherry works extremely hard at making the interior retail just a beautiful experience. From the organization to the types of displays that she does. She's gifted in that department, and the store is over 14,000 square feet, Tim. I mean, it's a big department store at this point, is what it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we've got the the women's section and the mezzanine section, and and housewares and antiques and vintage and records, vinyl. I mean, For Love really does have it all. And I'll tell you, the crowds, it was backed up probably 50 feet on each register for about 5 hours.
Yep.
Yeah. So very strong, overwhelming support. And we really do appreciate it. We took a lot of time and energy in putting together that wonderful building now that is a corner point of our downtown square. And that was something that was very special for us too. We wanted to give back to the community and really show the type of buildings that we have in our community and have had in the past. We want to bring back that glory a bit,
Store is absolutely beautiful. I had my girlfriend asking me once a week, when is For Love going to be opened up? I said, I'll keep looking inside, seeing how close we're getting there. But it's just so happy the response was there, and so happy that those doors are open. Did you call it the mezzanine?
Mezzanine.
I love it. I love it. It was man cave for a little bit, mezzanine there.
Mezzanine, absolutely.
That's really awesome. Yeah. There's some history, some deep history behind that store, Mr. Steve Craggs. Because you worked in that store.
Yes, I did. You have a good memory. Yes, I did. I pushed the furniture around when I was 15 years old. That was probably 100 years ago, though.
That is really awesome. The art on the wall, everything is just so cool in there. Of course, the items in there is just, you can walk around there 4 hours. Big opening up For Love on the Taylorville Square. You won't miss it. It's right on the corner there. We've been speaking in this WTIM morning show with the owners of the Pillars Event Center, Jerry and Lori Cocaine. We have Steve Craggs, co-chair of Small Town Taylorville. In our last minute now, Cocaine's, anything you would like to our listeners to leave off on here? Anything that we touched on in that first half? Maybe.
No, I just would, want to reiterate our support for Small Town, and to the people listening to participate, and to to go to the stores, to the restaurants, to the places that's involved with Small Town.
The more people involved, the better it is for the community. Right. So
support local always.
We encourage everyone to be a part and to come out and visit.
Absolutely. Steve, final words?
Bring your donations to Furlove.
Absolutely.
We need the inventory now. We've had such a good response on the sales end. Please bring your donations in. It all
sorts
goes
of
to the
things.
animals.
Absolutely, absolutely. One more time in studio, we have Jerry and Lori Cocaine and Steve Craggs, co-chair of Small Town Taylorville. Thank you all for tuning in to our WTIM morning show.
The Big 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville, 96.1 W241 CF Taylorville, 107.5